Welcome to our journey through Turkey, a land where ancient history meets vibrant culture and breathtaking landscapes. From the bustling streets of Istanbul to the surreal landscapes of Cappadocia, Turkey offers a tapestry of wonders waiting to be explored. Join us as we discover amazing facts about Turkey, and then we will unveil the most beautiful and enchanting destinations that this magnificent country has to offer. Whether you're an avid adventurer, a history buff, or simply seeking stunning vistas, Turkey has something magical for everyone. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to Adventure Travel Channel to see the beauty of the world. Facts about Turkey. The Turks introduced tulips to Amsterdam. Tulips come from Amsterdam, right? Wrong. These pretty bulb-shaped blooms were introduced to the Netherlands by traders from Turkey. The flowers originated in Central Asia and graced the gardens of palaces in Turkey long before they were introduced to Europe. 2 continents. Istanbul is the only city in the world that straddles 2 continents, Europe and Asia. The Bosphorus Strait divides the city, making it a unique blend of cultures and traditions from both continents. Population. The population of Turkey is 82 million. Turkey's population has seen dramatic urbanization, with approximately 76% of the population living in urban areas. The country's northwest is the most densely populated region, with about 20% of the population living in Istanbul. The national drink. Turkey's national drink is tea, served black in small, tulip-shaped glasses. Turkey consumes the most tea in the world, and tea, grown in the Black Sea region, is also one of its most profitable agricultural exports. You will be offered tea everywhere. When using a tea self-service urn at hotel breakfasts, there is one tap for straight tea and another for hot water. You are supposed to mix it to your required taste. Try 1/3 tea to 2/3 water. Turkey is the 38th largest country in the world, covering 783,562 square kilometers. The official language of Turkey is Turkish. Around 10% of the population is Kurdish and speak Kurmanji, Northern Kurdish, as well. Turkey uses 2-prong European-style plugs. Hotel rates in Turkey normally include breakfast and Wi-Fi. Visiting mosques. Outside of prayer times, mosques in Turkey are open for non-Muslims to visit. Wear modest clothing and always take your shoes off before entering the prayer hall. A shelf for shoes is normally provided at the entrance. Women should don a headscarf before entering. At larger famous mosques, there is usually a bin full of headscarves you can borrow. If you're invited into a home in Turkey, always take your shoes off at the door. Most beautiful places to visit. Number 10. Mardin. Demographics. Mardin province is a linguistically, ethnically, and religiously diverse province. The dominant ethnic groups are Arabs, Assyrians, and Kurds, of which Kurds constitute a majority. Other minor groups include Armenians, Chechens, and Turks. The Assyrians, Arabs, Seljuk dynasties, Kurdish, Persian, Mongols, and Ottomans have all fought for control over this town. Today, this town of old stone houses that spread out below a cliff ridge in a tumble of labyrinthine alleyways provides a bucket load of old-world ambience and things to do. With its wealth of historic buildings, some now converted into boutique hotels, Mardin's timeless allure is its main attraction, bringing a brand new batch of visitors here to soak up the cultural heritage rather than invade and conquer. It's one of the best places to visit in Turkey's southeast to experience the rich history of this region. Number 9. Pamukkale. Pamukkale is a surreal natural wonder of rippling, semicircular, pure white travertines that sit among green farming fields. This pure white hillside is one of Turkey's most photographed spots and the country's most famous natural tourist attraction. Although most visitors come here for the travertines alone, the vast and rambling ruins of the Roman spa town of Hierapolis sit on the Travertine Hills summit, making this one of Turkey's best places to visit for historically minded travelers. The top thing to do with the ancient site is to enjoy the mineral-rich waters of the renowned hot spring pool. But beyond, you'll find Hierapolis's grand, well-preserved theater, various temples and monuments, and a large necropolis area. The dazzling white calcite cliff of Pamukkale was created by calcium deposits from the area's hot springs. In the same way that stalactites form within limestone caves, the deposits grow on the steep slopes, gradually fanning out to form natural terraces. Pamukkale means cotton castle, and the blinding white color of these travertines do look like a bizarre natural fortress of sorts. The best way to experience the travertines is to walk up or down the terrace ridge section that leads from the hill's base in Pamukkale village to the central entrance to the Hierapolis ancient site on the summit. This is the only section that you can walk on, and you are only allowed onto the travertines barefoot. Number 8. Cappadocia. High on every tourist's Turkey hit list, Cappadocia is a region of swirling volcanic rock landscapes so otherworldly they look like they have been fashioned by mischievous elves. These days, the region's star tourist attraction is hot air ballooning, but don't make the mistake of thinking that's all there is for you to do. Humans settled this area since at least the Bronze Age and have left their own mark on this wacky moonscape by burrowing into the soft volcanic rock to live, leaving behind villages carved out of hillsides, Byzantine-era rock-cut churches holding dazzling frescoes, and labyrinthine underground cities where Cappadocians once huddled from invading armies. If you want to split your time here between both the historic sites and the area's natural beauty, I recommend making sure you give yourself enough time. Plenty of visitors arrive in Cappadocia thinking they can knock it off in 2 days and leave frustrated at how little they've managed seeing. While those Instagram aerial shots showcasing the sinewy contours of Cappadocia's valleys may have made this one of the most popular places in the world to take a hot air balloon tour, this region is brimming with other things to do. Gurame is the little village right at the heart of the Cappadocia tourism scene, and in high summer it heaves with visitors. The village is half burrowed into the hill, with its stone houses' facades hiding a maze of cave rooms below. Many of these traditional houses have been turned into boutique cave hotels, and despite its full-gear tourism vibe, if you want to be able to access the most famous valleys and sites easily on foot, it's still my top recommendation as a base for your stay. If you're ready to put in the hours, you can complete these 5 top attractions in one long day, but be prepared for an early start, because you'll be up at the crack of dawn for your hot air balloon tour. Number 7. Antalya. Beach life with big city facilities, dining, and entertainment on tap, plus a quaint old town district at its core. Turkey's premier Mediterranean resort is also an important center of commerce with a population of 1.2 million, so there is plenty of cosmopolitan buzz to add to its beach life. Antalya is one of the best places to visit in Turkey if you want to combine sun and sand with city amenities on hand. Laid-back beach life is found at both Konyaaltı Beach and Lara Beach, but the city's vibrant and varied cafe and restaurant scene is still easily on tap. With the Kaliçi district at Antalya's core, you have one of Turkey's best preserved old towns within easy reach for days when it's time to do more than top up your tan. This neighborhood of Ottoman period mansions leading down to a Roman-era harbor with views that swoop across the jagged, mountainous coastline provides enough tourist attractions in itself, even if you're not interested in having the beach on hand. If the sites within the city aren't enough, Antalya also sits on the doorstep of a whole swag of Turkey's major archaeological sites. With the famed classical-era ruins of Aspendos, Perge, Side, and Termessos just day trip hops from town, you'd be hard-pressed to find a beach town with more to offer. Number 6. Ephesus. Ephesus is one of Turkey's major sightseeing attractions. This vast and beautiful Greco-Roman city was once home to 250,000 people, and the glorious monuments that remain point to it being a vibrant and rich metropolis. Supposedly founded by the Ionian prince Andronicus in the 10th century BCE, Ephesus was not only a center of trade, but a great pilgrimage center, with the Temple of Artemis built in worship to the mother goddess. Of all the ruins and archaeological tourist attractions in Turkey, Ephesus is the most famous. Visitors from around the world come here to walk down the well-preserved Roman streets, gaze at the mighty mountains, and soak up the ancient soul of this ruined city. Many travelers use the picturesque village of Selçuk, right beside the ruins, as their base, but you can also easily visit from the nearby seaside town of Kuşadası, or the city of Izmir. Wherever you base yourself, allow enough time to explore. The well-preserved state of the monuments makes this one of the best places to visit in the world to experience a classical-era city. You'll find plenty of things to do in Ephesus and so much history to absorb, and even a short tour of the highlights will take half a day. Number 5 and 4, Trabzon and Uzungol. Lively Black Sea port city with a historic core, plus the prime base for trips to Sumela Monastery. This is the Black Sea coast's most tourist-oriented city. Most visitors usually spend just one night before launching themselves out on trips into Turkey's lush tea-growing hills or to visit Sumela Monastery, one of the Black Sea's most famous sites. Though the monastery has been closed for restoration for the past several years, just viewing its location, built up high in jagged cliffs, still makes it a major attraction. Trabzon is worth more time than most travelers give it though. In the city itself, the major tourist site is the Hagia Sophia, a church-turned-mosque that holds important 13th century frescoes. Enjoy the fresh air and lush mountain and forest vistas in one of the prettiest corners of Turkey. One of the most popular places to visit on a day trip from Trabzon, the alpine vistas of Uzungol look as if they could have been plucked straight out of Central Europe. This alpine lake and its shorefront village, set between steep, forested mountain slopes, is one of the Black Sea region's most famous landscapes. There's not much to actually do here except soak up the views and then relax in one of the lakefront restaurants and cafes, which get crammed with diners on summer weekends. The best scenic views of the lake are taken from high above the village. Most of the tours running to Uzungol from Trabzon add stops at these lookout points into the itinerary. Uzungol is 96 kilometers southeast from Trabzon. Number 3. Fethiye. Mediterranean harbor town and major jumping-off point for yachting trips. With its spectacular harborfront setting, this small city of 100,000 is one of Turkey's most popular places to visit along the Mediterranean coast. Fethiye is a major yachting destination. There are bundles of sailing activities on offer, from daily group boat tours to multi-day private yacht hire. The harbor here is also the departure point for Turkey's most famous sailing itinerary, the 3-night Blue Cruise, which takes in some of the best coastal panoramas along this stretch of coast. Although Fethiye is primarily about the water, its location is also perfect for launching out to explore the vast amount of ruins hidden in the surrounding lush forested hills. The classical-era Lycian ruins of UNESCO World Heritage-listed Xanthos and Latun are just two of the major archaeological sites within day-tripping distance. If, though, you are simply focused on sun and sea, this is the nearest city base for the famed beaches of Ölüdeniz, with its paragliding boat trips and Butterfly Valley. Number 2. Bursa. Hub of Ottoman culture, Silk Road heritage, and winter ski destination. The original capital of the Ottoman Empire, Bursa today is a vast, rambling, modern city home to 2 million. Most visitors will want to concentrate their sightseeing in the city's central districts. The 20-domed Grand Mosque, exuberantly tiled interiors of both the Yesil Mosque and tomb, and the colorfully decorated mausoleums of the first Ottoman sultans. Within the Mardin complex are the most famous monuments from Bursa's imperial reign. Foodies are here to dine on Iskender kebab in the city where it was invented. Nearly every restaurant in town offers this up as their headline dish, but for the real deal, beeline to Kebap Chai Iskender, where it was first created. During winter, Bursa is the base city for the popular ski resort in Uludağ, Grand Mountain, and the Bursa Teleferik, which is one of the longest cable cars in the world and the most scenic way to head to the slopes. Number 1. Istanbul. One of the world's great metropolises, mixing grand Byzantine and Ottoman heritage with vivacious contemporary dining, entertainment, and street life. Istanbul manages to merge its vast ancient past and hectic modern megacity buzz with an aplomb not managed by many other cities. This is Turkey's major metropolis. Straddling opposing shores of Europe and Asia, it is home to a population of about 15 million. Unsurprisingly, Istanbul is one of the world's favorite city break destinations. There are few other cities on Earth where you can visit this mind-boggling multitude of historic monuments from different eras. Just in its central Old Town core, it holds more world-class tourist attractions than some entire countries can count. You could spend weeks here and still find new things to see and interesting places to shop. But for first-time visitors, the historic center is where to concentrate your time. Here, you'll find the city's most famous Grand Imperial building projects from both the Byzantine and Ottoman empires. The Blue Mosque, Hagia Sophia, Ayasofya, Topkapi Palace, and the Grand Bazaar are the big four. We've just uncovered some fascinating and strange facts about Turkey that you might not have known. Did you know that Turkey is home to the world's oldest temple, Göbekli Tepe? Or that Santa Claus was born here? Istanbul uniquely straddles 2 continents, and tulips actually originated in this beautiful land. From the ancient civilizations that once thrived here to the modern-day charm of cats roaming Istanbul's streets, Turkey is a treasure trove of wonders. Don't forget the resilient Turkish ice cream and the legendary Mount Ararat. If you found these facts as intriguing as we did, let us know in the comments which one surprised you the most. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Share your thoughts, questions, and any other fascinating facts you know about Turkey. We'd love to hear from you.